everyone. Welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Astro Colony. Welcome back, or welcome if this is just your first time joining us. If it is your first time joining us, we are in Universe 2, and hopefully we'll be heading to Universe 3 this episode. Each universe is kind of divided out in terms of the availability of resources. That's kind of how they've gated it in this game. So when I get to Universe 3, there'll hopefully be some other resources that I can tap into to improve things and to build to whatever the next stage is. So in the last episode, we started constructing the Stargate. And in this episode, we're going to power it up and go through it. So, yeah, welcome. I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire, because there will be nonsense. There always is. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But if you do enjoy today's episode, please consider a sub and a like. It sure helps me out. Hopefully it would help you out as well. Keep you apprised of when the new stuff is coming out. And we've got a new series that just started up, actually, called Foundry, another factory builder. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you should do so. They just came out with a new update called the Galactic Commerce, and makes an interesting wrinkle to the game. I actually haven't played it very much. I think I did a five episode series quite a while back, and then it ended up being satisfactory that I pursued. So yeah, definitely check that out if you're into the factory builders, and if you've tuned into this, you probably are. Okay, so let's get after it, shall we? What we have to do now is power this guy up, and in order to do that, let's just check something here. We're at 100% efficiency right now. So what we're going to have to do, because to power it up, that little machine right over here requires 1,000 energy, which is unbelievably outrageous. So what we're going to have to do is get another one going here. Yeah, that should do it. We are powered up. Let's power this guy. A little bit of that, and then a little bit of that. Oops. How do I get out of this? Leave. E. Okay, so you're going to start powering. Yeah, and that will take a little bit of time. So I will fast forward. Keep myself in the oxygen so that I don't die. That's always important. There we go. It goes pretty quick. And also we're going to get a whole bunch of materials that we need. Oh yes, we're still hurting for some of these carbon fiber. We're trying to build up a stockpile of that, of the other carbon product. So that is okay. Let's check that out, actually. This stuff, the graphene. Graphene is being used over here to get a... Right, I capped this at 150 because I wanted to build up a stockpile of the graphene. And this is turning off at what number? 2000. Oh boy. That's going to be a while. Let's bump this back again to 1,000.
Warning, comet strike incoming.
Uh-oh. Comet strike incoming. Here it comes. Oh! Shot out of the air by something, somehow. I guess that didn't look like that moved, but maybe it did. Anyway, okay. So we're all powered up. Let us travel to the next universe. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages that... never mind. We're here. We're here. Okay, so it looks very much like where we were before. Well, maybe it's greener. I don't know. Anyway, so what does that mean here? Well, it extends this. Not much. Wow. That's not much. We don't have much to work with here. That's a little disappointing. We've got expert transport tubes. Really? Okay. Heat detector. Probably contributing to build something. Yes. Heat detectors build expert manufacturers, which build prisms. And probably the prisms we need for our Stargate 3. And down here we've got sunflowers. Combined with other food, enable the creation of more satiating dishes. Sunflower seeds. And then electric sheep. You know, I had this dream about electric sheep not too long ago. And I'm not an android, so there you go. Electric wool. So are we looking at electric wool and prisms to make Stargate 3? I don't know. Could very well be. Let's see. Let's first off get some oxygen. Get over here. And take a look at our little area of the world. What do we got here? Wow, that's a big deposit of aluminum and copper. Very nice. We've got crap. We've got crap. We've got amethyst deposit. Interesting. Amethyst. Okay. All right. You. And finally, you. Okay, well, there's not really much there. Amethyst is interesting. I'm not quite sure how that plays into any of this. Amethyst, there it is. Prisms. Prisms require amethyst. So we're going to need a lot more of that glass. So let's see if we can get that boosted now. Where did I make that? Down here underneath, I think, right? Yeah, over here. Okay, so we currently have 104. That's not going to cut it. So let's change this. 104. Oh, wow. Let's just keep that going for quite some time. We will not place a reachable cap on that one. We've got plenty of that. Oops. Hello. What is going on? There we go. Cobalt and uranium. Again, I'm not quite sure why we have this in our inventory. I find that a little odd, to be completely honest. It seems like it randomly puts things into your inventory. I don't know. Does anybody else experience that? Or is that just me? Put that in there. These should be all going with the leftover. Yeah, those will be going for quite a while. So we're going to get a buildup of uranium, which is fine. Oh, right. Let us turn this off. Here. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need that anymore, I don't think. At least not right away.
Warning, solar wind incoming.
Solar wind, here comes the solar wind. Here comes the wind again. Going over here, eh? We're going to get to the solar panels this time? Make a mess of things, or what? Let's just... let's depower this. We do not need this anymore. Okay. Let's see if this actually does anything to our solar panels. Yeah, it does. Now here's a question for you. Will the guys that I placed them, where did I even place them? I don't even know where I placed them. Right here. 4, 4. So they are going somewhere. There they go. So they're working for me. They are actually going out and they're going to probably clean that. Now, I imagine if you had solar panels that were on a separate, like on a planetoid, maybe they wouldn't go out and fix those ones. You'd probably have to put... Yeah, and they just clean these up real quick. No problems. Okay. Well, either they fixed them or they have always worked for me. I don't know. Anyway, that is that. Yes, I'm referring to actually a comment that came in regarding that. This is actually nonsense. 3. Let's just do that. And do that. There we go. Much better. I've got lots of power under there. I might as well use it. Okay. So let's get back to this guy here. So yes, we're going to, let's see, what kind of numbers are we talking about here? 6,000 for that. I'm not even up to 6,000 for that. 3,000 for that. I can do that one. But maybe I should focus on this guy for now. I actually can do both of these. So I will. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. We're going to gut ourselves for our research, but yeah. But we can start making heat detectors, and we can start searching for sunflowers. Sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds. Yeah. I will try not to speak like that. Okay. Let us march forth. See what we can find here. let me just make sure that these guys, Korath, Palazo, and Lilnus, we've checked all those things. Palazo. Yeah. Yes, right. And Korath, right. Yes, we have checked all those. Correct. Jafals. Oh, we have electric sheep. Maybe I should go get some electric sheep. Let's see. Jafil. Map. Jafil. I know that we're not going to be researching that for a little bit, but okay. So that is directly below us. So we will just go down. Where is Jafil? Jafil, there it is. Let's just keep our eyes on that. Jafil. Ah, there they are. Hi, guys. Come with me. Hopefully you guys don't die in storage, because you're going to be in storage for a bit. You've got a nice spot here. I have to admit. You're probably going to resent me taking you away from this nice spot. I don't need this many, I'm sure, but maybe I'll leave the rest of these guys here. How many have I got? 14. 14 is perfect. The perfect number, I guess. Okay. So now we need to continue searching for what we need, actually. Boy, that graphene is just not going up. Let's just double check here. Oh, look at this. I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to grab that. Throw that in here. In here. Yeah, I just can't make this stuff fast enough. I cannot make it. I cannot make this stuff fast enough. And I've got a ready supply of coal. Like, well, do I? Supposedly I do. However, I think what I'm going to do, holy cow, 23,000. That has cut back quite a bit. Wow. 75,000. The thing is, though, is we do have this supply out here, which is growing quite rapidly. So, and one of these is flooding into that, and then the other one is filling it from there. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You never have enough coal. You just never, ever have enough coal. I could probably build another one of these things out here that was completely dedicated to coal. And it's not a bad idea. I could do that and have that just be dedicated to making those graphenes or whatever. It's not a bad idea, actually, because that seems to be the holdback out of everything on here. That's the one thing that we draw on the most, is the graphene and fiber for that. So, let me know what you think. Should I build another arm out this way that's just dedicated to coal, and then I can just trickle all the byproducts into these things here? And then, yeah, we would just create a dedicated carbon fiber. Just use all of it for carbon fiber. Maybe even come out here. I don't mind this idea, actually. Come out here and create a wing that's dedicated to carbon fiber and graphene, and then take the end product, graphene, and bring it down there. Could do that. It's not a bad idea. Okay, so let's see if we can find some sunflowers. Jeez, we're going all over the universe for sunflowers. That's Pretoria. Well, we've got a few here. We got a few new ones. Let's check out what we got. Another black hole. I guess that's our black hole that we're leaving behind now. This guy. We do not need to know about you. And we do not need to know about you. And we do not need to know about you anymore. We've got some sunflowers here. 13. On AKR. So let us mosey our way to AKR. Let's try not to crash into it, shall we? Let's go down a bit. Boy, that's a small little... There they are. There's one there, two there. What else we got here? More. Well, I can make that work. But you said you had more on you. Just who knows where they are. What I could do... Damn, that's not a bad idea, actually. What I could do Okay. Just get rid of it. And it will be left behind. That's probably good enough. There they are. It's a mess. That's pretty much it. Oh, one more there. All right. This is a bizarre little world that you're leaving behind. That's cool. No, the other stuff. All right. Good enough. Okay, so now we have what we need there. We've got 13. And we'll throw that stuff into here. And that stuff, that actually is in here. Okay. So in order to make this stuff, maybe I could start with something exactly like this. I kind of like that idea. We're gonna make two. We're gonna make two farmers, and then we're gonna replicate exactly what we've got here. We need, it looks like maybe 3 spaces there. Just like that. Let's make our 3 farmers first off, so that we know they're on their way. Farmer. We need 12 gears and 16 hydrogen. The hydrogen is in here. And the gears are over here. Gears here. Okay. Get a couple of those guys going. All right. So we'll need water. We'll need power. Who knows if I need more than this? I do not know that. Let's get water going here. And water going on the other side. Wow, I've got no water anywhere here. Oh, because it's on top. Right. Yes, of course. So we don't need to... Perfect. But power, we're going to need to run. Let's grab you to there. And you to there. Excellent. I don't know what we're going to need here. So we'll start by just going something like that. No. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. It's too close. Are you going to jump on that? No, you're not. Okay. Then we need to move. Okay. And you as well. Okay. Hopefully that will solve that problem. Like so. Oh, come on. Okay. We'll do it the hard way. All right. And a little bit water there. Connect that up. Okay. So that is, you need a little bit of space there in between those. Where am I going to put this? That is a good question. Where am I going to put this? I think I got the impression that the sunflower stuff is what you feed to. I don't know where I picked that up. Is what you feed to the sheep. And if that is true, then I need to put it into a storage that I can draw from. Do I have room for that? Not really. In which case, I think what I'll do is do this differently. Instead, we will put a storage like down here, or maybe over here a little bit. Yeah, something like that. And gather our materials first. And then we'll see. Split you. Put you in there. Put you in there. Now, is this going to be enough for you guys? probably is. It seems to generally work in around this number for all the farming stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're gonna let that grow, let that do its thing, while our research continues to climb. But we do have another task here. We have this heat detector that we need to make, and we're gonna make that off of the red stuff and the Palm Pilots. Which means we may need more Palm Pilots. What is this drawing on? Glass? We have 1,000 glass. That's not a ton, is it? Glass is way the heck over here somewhere. It's coming in here. Is it being produced here? Where am I producing glass? That's an outgoing. That's an outgoing. Jeez. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. There it is. Glass. These are all glass here. Okay. Right. And we've got tons of that. So I'm going to change my numbers here from 1,000 to 5,000. Because we're also drawing on glass to get the tougher glass. So it would be good to have higher numbers of that for sure. Okay, so if we're doing that, that's great. Now we come over here. The recipe for this is glass and computers. We got tons of computers. So we're going to change our numbers on this as well. We're going to bump you to 2,000 for now. Let's see how that goes. We're coming up to 1,000. Hopefully that can start to... Yeah. I think I might do that. I might do that in between episodes, though. Set up that coal draw. In fact, you know what I might do? It might make sense to do a coal draw out here. Yes, yes. They're all nodding their heads. What? Who's nodding their heads? Anyway, okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. So now, if we're going to draw on this stuff, we're going to need a supply of it because right now we have only that. Let's check out what we actually are doing right now. We actually have mercury on another place, but it's just a couple thousand. Titanium. Oh, wow. So AKR. AKR. We don't need you highlighted. Thank you. AKR is highlighted, so that's Omega. That's Trintor. That's IPX. Oh, that's a racket. What? AKR. Right. Oh, yeah. We're not doing anything with AKR. So, yeah, no. You're not part of the fold. You can go away. So, Cobalt, we have 4,000 left there. Or maybe we're doing it here. No, we're not. This is our gas craters. That's not where we're doing it. I think we're doing it on Omega. So we're going to need to get rid of Omega very soon. 4,000 is not very much left. So, but we're bringing it in. Holy cow, are we ever. Nice. And this is probably backed up. Yeah, for quite some ways. All right. Okay, so we need to grab from you, and we need to grab from our Palm Pilots. So we could, what are we making here? What are we making here? I think we could create a construction zone here for that. Heat detector. You are made from an expert constructor. Expert constructor, hey? Let's throw one of these down. We'll line her up with this guy. And there. Okay, so we don't want that, we don't want that, and we don't want that. We only want this. So we're going to grab 2 of those and 8 of those. So yes, we do need a lot more of these. Every 46 seconds. Well, that's not a huge draw, is it? Let's do a little check on that. 5.75. So basically, each one every 6 seconds we would need for the Palm Pilots. Obviously, this would be every 23 seconds. But what I would do is do the 6 seconds times 4 is 12, 24 seconds. So yeah, we do 6 seconds for that and 24 seconds for that. And that's not bad. That's divisible. So we could do, is it really though? I would have to do 6 of these. Could do that, or better yet, maybe what we'll do is do this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, and then we got to bring in our stuff. Okay. Well, let's hook all this up, and I'll bring you back as soon as I've got it hooked up. See you in a minute. Okay, we have it. I changed it back to the longer line. I just created a little bit more platform here because it just is much easier to sort it out that way. So we've got our red coming in here, and we've got, we should have that coming in. There we go. So this is coming in from this side. I've actually flipped it from the usual, both coming down the same side. That's fine. That's going to work just great. All right. I think that's pretty much it here for this. So my deciders are basically deciding on the volume in here. We're going to set it to 1,000, so we'll have 1,000 coming in here, and then this just checks to see the amount of mercury rods or the amount of Palm Pilots in here to make sure that if we run out of one or the other, it stops flowing. Yeah, good. That is another step. We're let's see. Are we close to building one? Yeah, they're all building now. This is probably the closest. Every 46 seconds. So, yeah, we're going to fly through those Palm Pilots like nobody's business. So probably I shouldn't set it to 1,000. That might be a little high. Let's not do that, shall we? Let's call it 200 for now. Just so we can give everything a chance to catch up. Because I mean, we've only got 1,200 in there. We are making lots now of that. But that will be subject to the availability of computers, and computers will disappear like a shot. Like, I mean, these produce computers one every 36 seconds, and we've got, what, 9 of those? So we're producing one every, 3 seconds? That's not good. That is a major holdback. So, okay. So we'll just keep our numbers low to start here and see where it takes us. Yeah, I gotta say I'm a little disappointed with the amount of stuff here between Stargate 2 and Stargate 3. That's not great. I don't know why I would build this. I'm not producing that much of anything to... Oh, there we go. Our graphene has gone up to 1,000, over 1,000. So we will start accumulating the fiber, which is good. Okay. Now this guy I actually can... No, I can't. 2,500. 20,000. Yeah, that seems like that's a little ways off, doesn't it? That's 3,000 for that and 1,000 for that. So I just need... This is probably the next one on the agenda here. But 3,000 bio. Yeah, that's dependent on that, eh? We're getting the carbon fiber in here, that's for sure. The oxygen seems to be dawdling. Yeah. You're a noisy machine. Okay, well, I guess maybe I will fast forward now and see if I can see. How are we doing for power? Still at 100% efficiency. We've got lots of the... Ooh, it's starting to dry up. It's starting to dry up. Wow, that didn't take long, did it? Our uranium. Oops. Uranium, that's it, 7,500. So yeah, we don't got very much uranium. It disappears so quick. Now, these will, of course, take a while to get through the backlog there, and then of course we've got like 6,000 there. So I think we're okay there. And if worse comes to worse, how are we doing here? We are still growing there. So we can turn that one on too. So that's not a problem. However, I suppose I should start looking for mercury and cobalt again, and then we can get rid of this guy. I don't think we have any significance. That's uranium. 16,000. That's not bad uranium deposit. But again, not terribly high priority. Yeah. We got nothing. We got nothing there. This and new and Kala. Nothing. Well, maybe I'll just run this for a little bit and see if I can find some interesting deposits here, and I'll bring you back once we've gotten somewhere. Antipod. Did I see antipod? I don't think so. Mercury. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I'll run this for a little bit and see what we get. See you in a bit. Okay, so we have swapped that guy out for something else. It's not actually this guy we can no longer. It's not amazing. This one. 60,000 mercury. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Not too bad. No cobalt though. I was hoping for a cobalt mercury mix, but and I haven't started grabbing any resources from it. I'm going to have to probably go in quite deep for this one because there's just not a lot right at the front of it, so I'll have to chop and dice and slice and blah 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 blah. But anyway, it's there, so we can access it when we need to. And these guys have all upgraded now. I think they have all upgraded. Nice. And are all these full? Pretty close. There's a few slots in that one. Let's see what it looks like. You all have places to go? No, you do not. Okay. I'm a little surprised by that. You should be going here. Why aren't you going there? Once you get to this many miners, it gets a little weird. It gets a little weird. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of that and put another one down here. Nobody goes to it except for one. Oh yeah, there's a few problems here. let's admit to it being a little bit problematic. I don't know what it is, of course, but wow. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Anyway, okay. Let's throw you back down there. Some of you loaded into it. Fair amount of you loaded into it, but there's still lots of spaces here and nobody's going to them. Let's kill you and put you back. Let's kill you and put you back. Nope. They're confused. They're very, very confused, and so am I. Okay, how are we doing on our research? 1600. That's probably not enough, is it? Get oxygen. This one is looking for 3,000. Not even close. All that waiting and we're not even close. 20,000 for that one. Yeah. That's pretty sad. And I don't see the point. A little bit of a thumbs down. Because I don't see the point. Like, okay, so what do? We just speed it up and we sit here for, you know, X amount of time until you're up to 20,000, and that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So yeah, I think this one is nearing its end. A little bit of a disappointment for Universe 3, and I don't really know if I want to bother going to Universe 2, and I don't know if I want to bother going to Universe 3 based on what I've seen for Universe 2. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but I mean, I can sit here for 15 minutes waiting for or an hour, more than that for the 20,000. That will take quite a while to get up to 20,000. But actually, the 3,000 for biology will take maybe even longer because it's not coming in as quickly. But we're starting to get our Palm Pilots back now because we have hit that 200 crest there. And we've got the better glass up to 400 now, so that's not too bad. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think I might wind this one down. Maybe at least I'll do one more episode and see where we're at. Maybe in the in-between time, when I set up my carbon. Actually, no, yeah, I was going to do it down there. The carbon arm. Well, actually, I don't know that I'll do it down there, because what do you do with all the extra stuff? Yeah, it's better to pump all the carbon out to the end there rather than pumping all the extra stuff back here. So yeah, I'll probably do an arm out here in between episodes, and we'll see where we're at with the research at that point. If it makes sense for us to wait and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But I think we're going to bring this one to a conclusion here today. It's a little shorter than our normal episode, but there's not really much else to do here. Get back into the oxygen. So yeah, we'll leave it here. Thanks for watching. If you leave a comment, let me know what you think about this universe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many universes there are. But let me know what you think about it. If you're considering watching another one, though, please, I invite you to click the I like this button and leave a comment, as I said before, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And check out our other factory builders, Satisfactory and Foundry we've got going right now, if you're interested in those. If you've already subscribed to the channel, I have my thanks to give to you. Thank you very much. It helps me enormously, whatever. So yeah, please share and enjoy. And hopefully I will see you next time in Astro Colony right here. So long.